Hey everybody, Gene here. Here's our review for the AMA Method B1 window installation training course you just went through. Of course, we installed an aluminum window with a nail fin. We used AMA Method B1. We enhanced our installation with a cat beta sealant. And we used a membrane pan system. This is also going to be referred to as a drainage method of window installation. Of all your details that you have to get correct, and you got to get them all correct, but the most important detail is the rough opening. Without a good rough opening, just nothing good's going to happen. If you or your guys walk up to a rough opening that's incorrect, I want you to not install the window. If you're using a pan system or a drainage method of window installation, the rough opening width should be 3/4 of an inch wider than the net frame size of the window. If you're not going to use a pan system or a barrier system, then the rough opening width should be 1/2 an inch greater than the net frame size of the window. And of course, the difference is the buildup of materials. Pan system has more materials, need a little wider rough opening. The rough opening height should be 1/2 an inch greater than the net frame size of the window. In the unusual circumstance that a window manufacturer has actually supplied you with almost any information at all, if their information conflicts with what I'm telling you, then go with the window manufacturer's dimensions. It's probably not going to happen, but if it does, use the manufacturer's dimensions. You've got two installation strategies to consider. You can use a barrier method, or you can use a drainage method. I'd urge you to base your decision upon your philosophy about whether or not all windows are going to leak someday. A barrier method, we apply sealant to all 4 sides of the nail fin in a continuous method. That's because we don't expect water to get behind our nail fin. Therefore, there's nothing to manage, no water to manage. A drainage method, we apply sealant to all 4 sides of the nail fin in a discontinuous method. We're going to leave gaps, 3-inch gaps, at the lower nail fin to allow water to escape. This is because we expect water to get behind our nail fin at some point in the future, so we're going to manage that water with the pan system. Now, I get this question a lot. What is flashing? And I think everybody needs to have, especially a window installer, needs to have a good definition for flashing, and here it is. Flashing is sheet material that's used to span gaps and manage water away from areas of the wall system that's designed to be kept dry. AMA Method B1 uses side flashing that's under the side nail fins. That's the main difference between the B1 method and the A1 method. In the A1 method, flashing goes on top of the nail fins. All your flashing products should be 9 inches or wider. You're normally going to have a choice between 9 and 12 inches, and either of those choices is fine. I'd urge you not to use 6-inch. NOF, you'll see in print, stands for nail-on flashing, and it is not sticky. SAF, self-adhered flashing, has a release sheet and is sticky after the release sheet is removed. SAF is often referred to as bitumen, a peel and stick, or just a waterproof membrane. SAF membranes are most commonly made from SBS modified asphalts, which stands for styrene butadiene styrene, and that's way more information than you need to know. Often this is referred to as rubberized asphalts. I want you to exercise extreme care when you're using these products over sealants. Some sealants will liquefy these materials, and that's really bad. You'll have black drips running down the side of your wall, and it's just really a bad thing. So you want to consult your manufacturers and use sealants that are compatible with your SAF membranes. Now there's another type of an SAF membrane that's made from butyl, a butyl-based SAF membrane. Now these products are real friendly with other materials. I don't know of any compatibility issues with other sealants, and they have a higher heat tolerance. So butyl is really a terrific waterproof membrane. Unfortunately, as you can imagine, they're more money. You should always know what type of SAF product you're working with so you can exercise the correct amount of care when you're working with sealants. The enhancement to the B1 method we believe is important, and that is where we apply cap bead of sealant over the top of the nail fin and we butter it flat. This protects against future contractors coming in and damaging our nail fin. Also, if you have a nail fin that rotates, a pivoting nail fin, this allows you to kick sealant into that pivot joint. It will eliminate the need for additional SAF membranes to be applied over the nail fin later. Now, who's going to damage your nail fin? After you walk away from your perfect window installation, who's going to damage it? If you have a stucco home, the lath fasteners, as the lath is applied up close to the window, the lath fasteners can penetrate your nail fin and they can cause problems. Hardboard siding, you know, this hardboard siding surrounds a window. There are some nails that could go through your nail fin. Probably the riskiest, the most dangerous is the installation of wood trim. And, you know, you think about when windows are picture framed with 2x4 trim on the outside, the nails that go through that trim kick right through your nail fin, and it can cause, you know, really a shocking amount of water to come into the installation. And, you know, it looks like a window installation leak, when in fact it's not. So the enhancement will protect against these eventualities. Rigid head flashing drip cap should be installed before the WRB is layered on top of the nail fin, and it should be pressed into wet sealant. We believe the best fasteners to use are exterior grade screws that are 1.5 inches or longer. We use gold deck screws. You could use galvanized deck screws. Any kind of screw that's designed for exterior use, that's 1.5 inches long or longer, is great. Now, we like screws because you can control them real easy. You know, how deep they go, how tight they get. You can back them out if you need to. But maybe the biggest benefit is you're not swinging a hammer into the side of your window. We've seen a lot of errant hammer strikes that have caused some serious problems to expensive windows. If you're going to use nails, fine, use galvanized nails, 8-penny, bigger. I urge you to use a nail gun. Pass loads are great. If you're using a Hitachi or one of the big nail guns, just turn your juice down so you don't damage your nail fin. Turn that puppy down. Sealant behind the nail fin should be a 1/2 inch bead, nice and plump, tubular shaped. Should be positioned on the outboard edge of the nail fin to ensure good squeeze out. A bib or apron is created at the lower edge of our rough openings so that a second layer of WRB can be installed at a future date. And if you know what, if they decide not to use a second layer of WRB, you're simply protecting your rough opening. The bib goes a long way in helping to protect your window installation, so it's good whether they use a subsequent WRB or not. This review should be everything you need. You'll have 3 chances to take the test. Watch the videos closely. Be careful with the video codes. I got to urge you to remember there's video codes. A couple of the videos don't have video codes. There's my timer. I'm up. I got to go. Good luck, everybody.